Iowa County man charged in mother's death held on a $250,000 bond. So apparently him and his son or somebody had killed the mother by carbon monoxide. So this is one of the accused killers, and they killed the mother/grandmother, and there's two guys. So this comes out of Dodgeville, Wisconsin. Eric Way, 51 years old, Eric Way, was charged last week with one count of first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime after he and the woman's grandson, 28-year-old Phillip Scmidt-Way, allegedly killed Way's mother by filling her home with carbon monoxide July 2021, which officials say later. After her death, investigators said they were unable to find any sources for the elevated levels of the dangerous gas. Prosecutors allege the father-son duo killed the woman after she agreed to sell the family farm, which Scmidt-Way was reportedly set to inherit. She don't care about the homeland. What? Homeland security? I don't even care about the homeland. During Way's initial appearance in Iowa County Court, that could be a motive. On Tuesday, a judge ordered Way to be held on a $250,000 bond, not have any contact with Scmidt-Way. Way's next court appearance is a preliminary hearing scheduled for November 18th. Scmidt-Way, he gets a preliminary hearing, of course. Scmidt-Way has not yet appeared in court, though he has also been charged with first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime for his alleged role in the crime. Here's an article here, Madison.com. So the guy's name is Eric with an A-R-I-C, Eric L. Way, 51 years old, of Glendale, and Phillip G. Schmidt. So Eric and Phillip of Loveland, Colorado. That's the connection here. So thou shalt not murder, right? New Mexico, Colorado. Thou shalt not murder. Stop killing people, for God's sakes. Fucking shit. This shit's out of control. The system, Danny Sanchez, a sheriff, he wasn't afraid of the fucking system. And these motherfuckers, these motherfucking killing motherfuckers ain't afraid of the system either. So criminals, outright criminals, they don't, the system? Well, the system don't care. I want the system to give a shit. If you're not producing public fucking safety, what the hell are you doing? If you're not getting justice, if you're not getting the truth in order to get justice, you're just picking winners and losers. You're saying you get to be the permanent prosecutorial class, and you get to pick, and whichever people you can fucking get. And just like predators, you can pick on the most vulnerable. How many vulnerable people are sitting in jail right now in San Luis Valley? Not because they did anything bad, but because they weren't powerful enough to stand up for themselves or have enough money for a lawyer. Just look at the major crimes. How many, Iowa County Circuit Court, first-degree intentional homicide as party to a crime in the murder of their mother, grandmother in Dodgeville on July 19, 2021, Wisconsin Department of Justice. The woman, who is not named, was found dead in her Dodgeville home July 19, 2021. An autopsy determined that carbon monoxide poisoning was a contributing factor to the cause of death. There's carbon monoxide, was it July 19th? Okay, so I was thinking if it was a winter, sometimes you could have some kind of heater or the wood stove. You could have smoke, right? Just straight up smoke in your house. Carbon monoxide. You could have had a grease fire. There could have been a grease fire, and it could have filled up. According to the criminal complaint, the woman recently agreed to sell the family farm, which Scmidt-Way was set to inherit upon her death. The complaint states there's no obvious sources to explain the elevated levels of carbon monoxide in the home. No obvious sources. Sometimes you could just seal up a house. Way purchased products known to react together to create carbon monoxide. Wow. Okay, Scmidt-Way's, how do you make carbon monoxide? I thought carbon monoxide, it happens because you just burn all the oxygen. There's no oxygen. It's just carbon. Scmidt-Way's vehicle was seen on camera at the woman's home on the night of her death. Okay, so they got videotape. So Wisconsin considers videotape evidence. The case was a result of an investigation of the Iowa County Sheriff's Office and DCI with assistance from the Wisconsin State Crime Lab, Dodgeville EMS, Dodgeville Fire, Northern Colorado Drug Task Force, Larimer County Sheriff's Office, Colorado. These results are the result of a collaborative effort among several agencies working to get justice in this case. Attorney General Josh Cole said in a statement, "Thank you to the many people. This was a challenging case. My sincerest thank you." All right, so If they were the ones that did it, then hopefully she gets some justice. Why couldn't they have convinced her otherwise? It's her decision, right? If it's in her name, and it is a fucking kind of a kick to the fucking. I have an aunt, Eve, and she always used that as a leverage. Why do we have to do all the work on the farm, Eve? These are for her kids. Well, eventually you're going to inherit the property. Eventually you're going to inherit the farm. And if you want a piece of the farm, well, you're going to have to do all the labor for free. And fuck you, you piece of shit. She's a Confederate piece of shit. You're a bunch of fucking dumbass slaves. Just fucking obey. Do her goddamn labor without question. What the fuck? You do the tobacco, you do the fucking tomatoes. You know how it was when we were coming up. When you had green beans and then more fucking green beans and then the fucking green beans and then the fucking green beans. You know how it was when we were growing up. So what am I trying to say here? And then there's also the saying, if, since I was able to bring you into this world, then I could take you out. And then I wonder if the reverse, if there's any implications to the reverse. Because I've heard a lot of crazy shit about what people will do to, their sons and grandsons. But I'm wondering if they could do anything and everything. I want to know for sure. It seems like he's on video. He was there the night that she died. They bought things for carbon monoxide. Like what? What'd they buy? I don't know. This case could go either way. They could be straight up guilty of fucking murder. Could they be justified? Maybe. I don't know. So there you go. There's another homicide. Stop killing each other. Colorado, New Mexico. Thou shalt not murder. God damn it.